Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. The Kawasaki KX450, built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. We got up to 88 degrees for a high yesterday. 17/100ths of an inch of precipitation at Yellen Field, most of that yesterday afternoon. But we got more overnight, and that helps. Look for mostly fair skies today. We do have a slight chance of afternoon or evening showers or thunderstorms today. Look for the high around 87. White Pine County Commission meeting this morning, a proposed temporary moratorium on new data center development applications expected to be one of the day's biggest issues. Commissioners will consider pausing acceptance of new data center proposals while the county develops zoning regulations specifically tailored for future projects. Items taken into consideration by several other counties. Also on today's agenda, county road updates, transferring the county's 2026 private activity bond allocation to the Nevada Rural Housing Authority, similar to what the city did in their last meeting, natural resource matters, and a temporary liquor license for this weekend's Ely Rotary Club golf tournament. Commissioners will also consider accepting the Charters of Freedom Project donations of historic plaques, creating a committee to address new state master planning requirements, approving a 10% pay raise for county IT employees, creating a county paralegal position, and several other administrative items. You can hear live coverage of the meeting beginning at 9 this morning here on KELY. Sheriff's Office stayed busy over the weekend. They had a bunch of calls they dealt with on Sunday and Monday. Sunday's incidents included a burglary from a storage shed, a travel trailer fire, a fight at a local bar, and 2 juveniles accused of trying to start a fire on a county road. On Monday, deputies arrested 67-year-old Robert Pope of Ely on a trespassing charge. They also investigated a report of a person allegedly pointing a gun at a domestic partner. That case forwarded to the district attorney's office. Deputies also responded to several welfare checks, multiple brush fires, and a variety of juvenile, civil, and suspicious activities calls. 4 California residents killed and several others remain in critical condition following a head-on crash Monday morning on US 93 north of Wells. We told you about that yesterday. We now have more information on what occurred and information on the people involved. Nevada Highway Patrol says a southbound Honda Odyssey crossed the center line while attempting to pass another vehicle and collided with a northbound Toyota Tacoma near mile marker 79. 3 Union City, California residents killed: 44-year-old Nazia Salma, 19-year-old Nika Shalaik, and a 13-year-old boy. And also killed in the crash was San Diego resident 23-year-old Sophia Weininger. The crash remains under investigation. New campaign finance reports show Governor Lombardo continues to dominate fundraising in the 2026 election cycle in Nevada. Lombardo has raised more than $16 million this year, much of that support coming through political action committees and affiliated groups. He reports about $9 million in cash on hand after spending roughly $13 million on advertising since late 2025. Democrat challenger Attorney General Aaron Ford reports about $3.7 million in campaign funds, nearly 2/3 of his donations, over $100, coming from out-of-state contributors. Political science professor Fred Locken says voters should expect campaign spending to accelerate after the summer, adding that negative advertising likely to dominate the race. In other statewide contests, Democrat Attorney General candidate Nicole Canizaro has raised more than $700,000. Republican Adrian Guzman-Freilich reports raising more than $165,000. Secretary of State Cisco Aguilar has topped $1 million in campaign funds, while challenger Jim Marchant reports only a small remaining balance. In northern Nevada's Congressional District 2, Democrat Teresa Benitez Thompson has outraised Republican David Flippo in cash on hand, setting up what some analysts say could be a closely watched race. And a Reno man has filed an ethics complaint against Governor Lombardo over that May traffic stop in Las Vegas. The complainant alleges Lombardo improperly used his position by telling the officer, "I'm Joe Lombardo," in an effort to receive favorable treatment and avoid a citation. The Nevada Commission on Ethics will decide whether there's enough evidence to open an investigation. Lombardo's campaign declined to comment on the complaint, but has previously said the governor fully cooperated with the officer and praised the professionalism of law enforcement. For Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.